Okay, good morning to one and all. In the today's class, I am going to discuss about how to turn off the SCR. So, in order to turn off the SCR, if you remove the gate voltage, if you remove the gate signal, a SCR won't turn off. Okay, there are certain mechanisms to turn off an SCR. Such mechanisms we call it as an commutation. Basically, there are two types of commutations. One is natural commutation. It is also called line commutation. The other one is forced commutation. See, in the case of natural commutation, if you reverse bias the SCR, so that you can turn off the SCR. Okay. So I will explain with respect to this diagram. So here, what will happen? This is a circuit diagram. Anode, cathode, you have gate. This is called SCR. This is the load resistance, the input voltage. So during positive half cycle of the input, what will happen? You assume that you are applying an sufficient gate voltage at the gate terminal, and if you forward bias, the current will be flow from anode to cathode, and then the current will flow across the load. So during negative half cycle, what will happen? It will become minus and plus. Okay, so if you apply minus to anode and plus to cathode, your SCR will get reverse biased. It will be open circuit, therefore the current is 0. So this is one of the technique to turn off the SCR. That is, if you reverse bias the SCR, you can turn off the SCR. Okay, that is called natural commutation. If you come to forced commutation, in the case of forced commutation, you require an external voltage, external circuit to turn off the SCR. Okay. Here in this circuit, you might observe, here you have an SCR, you have transistor connected to a battery supply VB. These are the two components required to turn off an SCR. Okay. Initially, you assume that V is the forward bias voltage you are applying across this SCR. So the current is flowing from anode to cathode. At the same time, you assume that you are applying a certain magnitude of gate voltage. Okay. So here at that time, you assume that you are not applying any base current. If you are not applying any base current, if base current is 0, then the current won't flow from collector to emitter. Then there will be an I resistance exist between collector to emitter. Then it will be an open circuit. That's what I had written here. If SCR is on, Q1 is off. At that case, what I am assuming here, in the sense, I am not applying any base current. Therefore, common to emitter, we have the I resistance. It is open circuit, OC. Okay. So that's what I written here. Q1 will be in off state if SCR is in on. In the second case, what I will do, I will apply the certain base current at the base. Okay. Then the collector to emitter junction will be across the collector to emitter, the current will be flow, and whatever the voltage you have across VB, that will be across the SCR. Okay. Then due to V, a current is flowing through SCR. At the same time, when the transistor get turned on, due to this voltage, some current will be flowing in this direction. So both the current directions in opposite to each other, they will get cancelled opposite to each other. Therefore, your SCR will get turned off. Okay. Here the main idea is, in order to turn off an SCR, you have to pass one current opposite to the direction of the movement of current in an SCR. Actually, one of the current is moving through the SCR in this direction. One of the current is moving in this direction. They are in opposite to each other. That makes your SCR to turn off. Okay. This is called forced commutation. Okay. That's what, when Q1 is on, your SCR will get turned off. if you come to the circuit wise, when Q1 get on, I had shown with respect to short circuit here, you have an battery supply here followed by an current. Okay, the explanation I had given here, you just go through that. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can approach me later on. So if you come to characteristics of SCR, okay, so here there are 4 regions are there. One is reverse block region, forward blocking region, forward conduction region, and reverse breakdown voltage. So here what will happen, as you know that the small reverse current will be due to minority carriers across the junction, right? That one I had shown here. If you reverse bias, that is negative potential is connected to positive terminal of the battery and positive is connected to negative terminal of the battery, then minority carriers in p type is electrons, so that will get repelled due to this negative potential and start to cross the junction. This positive, due to this positive potential, volts will get repelled and it will start to move in this direction. So these are the minority carriers in p and n junction, electrons and volts. They will cross the junctions due to this negative bias voltage or reverse bias voltage. Okay, that one I had shown here. One thing keep it in mind, the reverse bias voltage will be in terms of nanoamperes. Okay, after that, after certain reverse breakdown voltage, there will be a sudden increasing in the current. And here you have IH. IH is called holding current, means below the holding current, okay, you are moving from conducting region into blocking region. Okay, above the holding current, you are in the forward conduction region. So in the forward conduction region, the current is rapidly increased with respect to VF. Okay, and this is your forward breakover voltages for difference forward, for the different forward voltages. Okay, this is the characteristics of SCR. The explanation I had given here with respect to all the concepts 4, you just go through that. If you have any doubt, you can approach me. Okay, thank you.